But I also thought about AI, Allen Iverson, because I don't believe, he refutes it, but I don't believe I would have ever gotten the notoriety for the work that I did as a journalist if it wasn't for his crazy ass self. You know, he was a beat unto himself. You got the team that you covering, and then there's him. And all the stuff that came with him. But we fought. I remember one season we went 8 months without talking to each other because he was so pissed at me. There was another year where, you know, when he was close to retiring, you know, you had cats that were in Atlanta, and they were saying, I can't come down there because he and his boys are looking for me and they gonna do something. I'm like, what? You know, I got some gorillas. We roll up down there. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Where you at? You know, what the hell is that? We met up, and it was one of the most humbling experiences I've ever had, because I had written a story about he had gotten traded to Denver, then went to Detroit and Memphis and all of this other stuff, came back to Philly, and, you know, somebody caught him partying when he was supposed to be somewhere else or whatever. And I had to write a story about he got to chill with the partying. And he was so angry, he wouldn't talk to me. And we had gone like damn near 2 years. And finally, I caught up with him when I went down to Atlanta, and he looked me in my face. We were in a hotel in Buckhead. He said, I don't give a shit about the story. Is that it was you. It was your name on the byline. And I said to him, I said, you know what I could have said. I didn't say anything, you know, and I got my bosses looking at me. We know what he's doing. He out there partying. If you don't write it, we will. So I was trying to help you. You know, he said, don't matter to me. It was you. He said, there's nobody in the industry that could hurt me but you. And that was the first time, even though we were cool, that was the first time I looked at him and I said, the brother loves me. I love him too. And all that mattered to me was that he was hurt. And from that day forward, I told him, I got nothing to say about you until I talk to you. You know, and I've kept my word ever since that day, because that's the kind of relationship that we have. And I was very tight with Kobe. I'm very tight with Shaq and various others, but AI and I is special. And so to answer your question directly, years when I got to ESPN and all of that stuff, but then there's special moments that really, really crystallizes it for you when you arrived. And when he showed me that I had that kind of effect on him, then I started thinking about all the things I say and the kind of effect I could have. And so even though I got to be myself and I got to be direct and I got an audience to reach and all that other stuff, I try to point out the positives with folks. I don't just say, look, you can't play. Look, you a scrub. Look, you did this. I always say, look, man, this person is this person. There's good qualities about him, whatever. But, you know, and so I make sure that I try to do that. And I hope that folks see that